Nope, this is Doug.
Doug. Oh, hey, Doug. How you doing?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Well, fighting a cold, unfortunately, but other than that, doing good.
Oh, all right, buddy. Good, good. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Do you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was good. Relaxing.
Anything special? Oh, yeah. Were
Yeah,
you sick all weekend?
I looked at all my yard work and said, you know what? I'm paying someone this year.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If I could, I'd get rid of it. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at, in between calls today, I'm looking at French drains, building a French drain, as well as doing a retaining wall in my yard. So, yeah, I've got plenty of stuff on my plate to do.
Yeah.
There's a few people coming.
Hey, can you hear me, Doug?
I can hear you now, loud and clear, brother.
Okay, there we go. I just put it on the headset. Now you can hear me better?
I can hear you perfectly.
Awesome.
So let me know when you're ready. I'll start recording.
Okay, in just a quick second. We are, yeah, you can go ahead and start recording at any time. That'd be great.
Perfect. Awesome. Ready to roll.
Super duper. How you doing today?
I'm great, brother. I'm really good. I've had a couple coaching calls already this morning, so things are solid.
Just a normal day in the life of Doug, right?
I wouldn't say normal. I'm home. I'm working from home today because the kids don't have school, so.
Oh, very cool.
I'm trying to babysit. Yeah, trying to babysit while working, and never makes it an easy day.
Oh, you got to have your daughter paint her face or something, and then show everybody by the end of the call. That would be the coolest.
Wrong daughters.
Oh,
Wrong
okay.
Daughters. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it's the little ones today.
Dang it. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm going to let, can you see my webcam as well?
Well, let's see. You want me to make this for everybody see? Nope.
Sure. Nope.
Be the presenter. No, I want to make you the presenter. Sorry. You're going to have to switch. You're going to have to make your screen the presenter.
Okay. So make me the presenter, show my screen. Perfect. So perfect. Okay. I am now the presenter.
Okay.
Start sharing main one. No one. Perfect. Perfect.
Let's see. So you're gonna have to click on the icon that has the monitor, because I see scheduled session right now. No, I don't need that.
Okay, so webcam. People can see you. There we go. Can you see me?
No, share my webcam. I don't do it all. Sorry. Can anybody else on the call see you, Dave? Oh, now there you are, brother. I can see you loud and clear.
Hey, I'm way up here in the corner. I'm way up here.
You look like a DJ, brother. You look like a DJ. You're ready to start spinning it.
Yeah. Well, hey, whatever works, right? So,
right, exactly.
Okay, so let's do that. All right, there you go, Kaylee. I'm going to put Kaylee in the driver's seat right now. So you're just going to be up there hanging out, Kaylee, okay? So I'm going to put Kaylee on, and then you and her can, what my thought is, Doug, is we got a pretty full day, so I'm going to let her go for like 30 minutes. And then maybe 10, 15 minutes of Q&A if they need help, and then try to be off this call at 12:45 is kind of, we need to be off about 12:45 and keep her moving on some other things then, okay?
Rock on.
Perfect.
Kaylee, it's your show.
There you go, young lady. And then he'll let you know when everybody's on and stuff.
Hello.
Hi, Kaylee. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Good. So, what do you need from me before we start?
Do you have visuals, or is this purely just going to be a verbal?
I have visuals, so I would prefer to share my screen instead of webcam.
Yep. Well, the screen should be, I think you need to click on screen.
Okay. Did that.
There you are. That's the webcam, but you got to open okay, I think there your screen is. So go ahead and start. Nope, Dave, stop. So you got to change. Go back to what you were, okay, right there, and then you got to start
Okay.
your PowerPoint.
Okay. Now I don't have a PowerPoint. I'm just going to be walking through what I'm actually
No
doing.
problem.
Okay, cool.
No problem.
Okay, so I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Go ahead. Roll with it.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining today. I'd like to go over a few things on learning how to use Snappa to create some catchy pieces, marketing pieces for your social media, especially Facebook. I'd like to go over some steps in Facebook on how to schedule posts and make your life as easy as possible. You'll have to excuse Dave. That's our office puppy, Dozer. And then I'm also going to go over list reports, which I briefly spoke about before, and show you guys how simple it is to use that and how to share to your social media to interact with agents and get new referral sources. So I'd like to start in Snappa. I sent everybody the link yesterday. I don't know if anybody's been able to go in and create an account, but this is what it looks like when you log in. It's fairly simple. And there are several different things that you can do in here. Let me just move this over. You can create Facebook, Twitter, email, YouTube, anything, Pinterest, anything that you can think of, you can create in here, and it's automatically sized to where it needs to be to show correctly. 9 times out of 10, I go ahead and use Facebook posts, but I do also use Instagram and Pinterest if I want to change up the sizes. So I'm just going to create a sample piece to show you. It literally takes about 5 minutes or less to create and post to your Facebook page. So I start here, just create from scratch. I've never ventured and used any preset items in here. I just prefer to use my own. And it directs you, there's no wrong way to do this. It directs you exactly where you need to be in the steps that you need to do it. For instance, it's pointing to creating your background. When you click on background, it comes up with hundreds of thousands of images. Like I told you, there's images for any kind of situation that you want. If you want a sunset picture, you type in sunset and it pulls up hundreds of photos of sunsets. If you want bridges, it comes up with things like that as well. Usually what I do is I find a saying or a quote that I really like, and then I find a picture that kind of goes along with it, or vice versa. I find a picture I really like and then find a quote that goes along with it as well. So I just find a catchy photo. I don't know, this is kind of neat, of a bridge. I simply just go into Google, maybe, and I just look up some sort of inspirational saying or quote. Sometimes I've already seen one that I have in my mind that I use, and I just search inspirational quotes for business. And then I find one that I think might look cool with that specific picture that I've used. This looks like a good one. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. So I simply just take that quote right over out of the way, go back into your Snappa page, click on text, and you can pick what size you want. You can edit it later, so if you pick the wrong one, it doesn't matter. You can also change colors, so don't freak out if it kind of blends in at first. You can change that as well. And then I'm going to use that quote that I saw on Google.
Well, let's look.
So I'm just going to go in and kind of adjust the size a little bit. adjust the colors. These are not the only colors that they have. You can pick any color you can possibly think of. I tend to stick to white, black, or gray. If it blends in like it just did, if you hit the offset button, it makes a border around it, as you can see, so it's easier to read if you really want to use the lighter color.
Can you do it with your own photos?
You can do it with your own photos. So back in the background, you can use their images. They have patterns, colors, or
But you
you can upload your own image.
Oh, great. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so some of these photos down here are images that I've uploaded myself. For instance, like the truck and things like that. This photo's uploaded. Yep, so you can upload any image. Try to make it as high a quality as possible, because when you have an image set at certain pixels, you don't want it to be pixelated when you share it on social media, because it might look stretched out. So just make sure it's a high quality photo for the best results. And then the last thing I do is so simple. I go into graphics over here on the side, and I've already uploaded our logo. So you guys will have to upload your own, and once it's there, it will stay there. And I scroll down and just pick my logo right here. I resize it so it's not crazy big. And then the last thing I do on every single one of our pieces is just add the Dave Brown Mortgage Group at the bottom. That way, when people share your photos just because it's a cool quote or a cool picture, they don't realize that they're branding your business. And I change the color to that as well so you can see it.
Awesome.
And as you see, it's pretty effortless. It shows you when you're in the center of the photo. It shows you where you're supposed to be, so you don't have to worry about anything not aligning correctly. It pretty much does all of that for you. And then the last thing I do, this is a free system. However, you're only allowed certain amount of free items. So the workaround that I found for this is on your computer. I don't know, can you see my toolbar down here at the very bottom?
Yep.
Okay. I just type in snipping tool. It should be installed in everybody's computer. It comes that way. And you can save just this picture off this web page. Again, maybe. Here it goes. So on your snipping tool, you just click New, and it brings up this cross. You put the cross over the beginning section that you want, and you're going to hold down your mouse and keep holding your mouse until you get the desired portion blocked off like this. And as soon as you let go, it'll give you an option to save it. When you save it, it automatically saves at the right measurements. For instance, we did a Facebook post, so it's going to save the exact measurements that you need for Facebook. And I'm just going to save this in Dave's Pictures as Facebook. So you can close out it here. Then the next thing that I do with that photo is I go into Dave's business Facebook page. If everybody has a business Facebook page, it'd be a lot easier than just your personal, because as I said, you can schedule your posts. It's going to save you a lot of time in the future. Rather than going on every single day and posting however many times a day, it's just easier to do it this way. So you go here like you're writing a normal status on your Facebook page, and write some sort of catchphrase. This one was talking about success and should be higher than your fear of failure. Dave said no excuses. And I always, always, always hashtag the Dave Brown Mortgage Group again, so when people share, people can click back to our business page. So it's free marketing. People share the crap out of this stuff and it comes back to your business page every single time. So I'm just going to upload that photo that I just made. Maybe. Sorry guys, not sure where it's saved, so let's just resave it really quickly. Okay, so let's try this again. Here we go. And what I do, unless Dave asked me to specifically post something right in that moment, I never hit publish. Publish will post it right then and there. What I do is hit this drop down arrow next to it and I schedule the post. When you schedule, it brings up a calendar and you can choose when you want it to come on. Now I know that I already have posts scheduled for the rest of the week, so I'm going to do this one on Saturday. And you can change the times as well. So we're going to post it for 7 a.m. on Saturday and hit schedule. Down here, just below your statuses, you can see where you have posts scheduled. So if you're not sure if it's scheduled correctly, you can check there. And if you just click see posts, it'll show you the posts that I have scheduled for the rest of the week. Now, the only time that I have to be on social media, I check his messages, his comments, questions, anything of that nature. I check it twice a day, usually in the mornings before I come to work and in the evening when I'm sitting at home on Facebook anyway. That way it doesn't cut into any of my normal business hours or anything specific that I'm doing during the day. And here you can see every post that's scheduled here for the rest of the week. And that's how simple it is. Now when people share it, you get notifications to your business page. I don't have any new ones here. I don't believe. And you can see who likes your photo, who shares it, who comments on it. And then from there, you can target those people. If they're sharing your photo and it's a realtor like Sean Taylor here. Hey, Sean, I see that you're following our Facebook page. Thanks for sharing all of our posts, and leave it at that. She's going to get the recognition for doing that piece for you. She's sharing your business for you, and then that's creating a warm relationship. So when your loan partner is calling to get coffee appointments, they know who you are because you're communicating with them on Facebook, and it's effortless. So is there any questions about scheduling posts, making posts to Facebook like I just did?
You make it really simple.
Yeah,
Really simple.
this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's so simple, and there's just a misconception that the marketing takes a long time, and Margot, just like you know, and Canva, it took forever. It created very nice things, but it took so long to do it. But here, it just eliminates all of the hard part for you. It already has everything readily available that you don't have to go find yourself. It's just there. And it takes
And I
time.
saw on Snappa that you just do a screenshot. You don't actually print it out from there.
That's correct. So when you create a Snappa account, it allows you to save your first couple, but then it wants you to pay after you use so many per week or month or whatever their reason is. So the workaround to me is just screenshot just the picture. It's free that way. It uploads in the right dimensions it needs to.
Yep.
And it's free marketing, so there's no reason not to use it.
Right.
Yep. So any questions before I move on?
No.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Okay. Now, I gave everybody a calendar when we were in our meeting, and I'll upload it here at the end of the meeting as well so everybody has it again. But I follow this calendar every single day, so that way I know specifically what I'm trying to do on social media each day, and that way I'm not wasting time or just perusing. I don't have time for that. So I set a schedule for myself. That way I'm only doing those specific things every day. One of the things that I do every day is go on to Dave's personal page and my personal page and look up everybody's birthday. And I create a custom image on Snappa to post to their page. That way it looks really personal. Took you 2 seconds, but they don't need to know that. All they see is that you took time to make something for them and recognize them. So I'm not logged into his page, so I'll go to mine for the moment. And when you go to your profile page, you click your friends, and at the top, once it loads, it'll tell you birthdays. That way you don't have to look through everybody's page. And it'll tell you whose birthday is today, tomorrow, etc. So I see that I have 3 people today that have a birthday. I have birthday posts already saved on my computer, but I'm using Dave, so I'm going to make one while you're on here to see how simple it is. I'm going to create a new one. And then we're just going to post to everybody's page. Again, I'm using Facebook. I'm starting from scratch. Choosing my background, and I'm going to type in birthday. They have some pretty neat birthday photos already uploaded in here. And if you don't know if you want to use one or not, you can click it. Oh, that's cute, but I really want to use this one. So you can change over. It's not going to make you start completely over every single time. So I'm going to find I really like this one. So all I do on our birthday post, it's very simple. I add our logo over in our uploads on graphics. And then I'm going to write text. And I'm just going to say happy birthday from everyone at the Dave Brown Mortgage Group. I'm just going to adjust the size. I want it to look a certain way. Center my image and change the color. And then I'm going to add Dave Brown Mortgage Group at the bottom because I do that on every single post. That's how I brand every photo to Dave. Simple as that. And then all I do is click a new snipping tool to save this image. And just save it under something that you know that you'll remember, like birthday. On my computer, I have about 5 or 6 different templates open. That way I'm not using the same one every single time. I want them to be different so it looks like it's custom for that person. You go back into your Facebook under the birthdays. You can't click right on timeline because it doesn't allow you to add a picture. So you want to go to that person's page. And all you have to do is upload that image that you made. And once it uploads, you just hit post, and then you can see that it posted here. That simple.
So no hashtags on the birthdays, Haley?
You can. I don't usually do that. I guess I don't really have a reason why. It's a good idea. You probably should. I guess it would just be personal preference.
Now, so using this is fantastic. My question is, with everybody that's on the call, how do you translate the amount of effort that you're putting into this? Because it's easy to get lost in doing this on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
What's the why behind your doing this? I mean, what does it translate into originating activities? How does this little process turn into originating activities where we can take what my guys and girls have been listening to me talk for the last couple months? How can they take what I'm saying and turn that into value? Like, how can they turn that into dollar cents?
Well, what I did, Dave was having me call people, and when I was calling people, that was fine, but I found that the relationship wasn't very warm, and so I had to be a little bit more personal. So I had the idea of taking it to social media, and long story short, what's happened is Dave's business is blowing up right now with the response we're getting on social media. We are getting so many more referral sources, being agents, past clients, current clients. Everybody loves what we're doing on social media, and they're pouring in business to us. So what I spend probably 2 hours a week on social media turns into the 15 or 16 loans that Dave has in his pipeline active right now. So it's turned into a huge resource for us, but it's also eliminating the time that we're using spending on it. I was spending probably 4 or 5 hours a day on the phone trying to call people, and now I spend 2 hours a week doing this type of activity, and it's generating more business than it was when I just strictly called. And so Brendan, Dave's loan partner, and we have a system set up where I attack people, that's what I call it. I attack people on Facebook, and once I warm up that relationship, I send it over to Brendan and I let him know who it is, who I've been working on. He calls them and, oh yeah, I know the Dave Brown Mortgage Group, or, oh yeah, you guys have been sharing my posts or liking my posts or whatever you do. And that warms up the relationship enough to where it's not weird or awkward to ask for business or ask for a meeting with them, because they know who you are. You've done something of value for them already, and it spirals out of control from there. So any other questions about the birthday post? And
So you can actually qualify. I'm sorry. The Facebook post led to introductions with certain realtors with certain deals. So you can actually put a dollar amount value on the put into this.
yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Like you can sit down and go, there are 5 agents who I connected with on Facebook through social media who we made a better connection with them and were able to solidify to get business from them.
That's
that
exactly
wouldn't have happened otherwise. Okay.
That's
so I
exactly
would be curious to know, any idea what you would guess the number is that are directly in your pipeline as a result of this?
In our pipeline right now, we have 4 new agents that are giving us business and referrals that have active loans in our pipeline at the moment.
How many loans would you say are active?
Active, we have 14 active right now.
From the 4 realtors that you guys are doing business with now?
From
Yeah,
the
I'm
four,
only looking for the, all I'm looking for is from the 4 that you created the Facebook relationship with.
oh, no, that's just 4.
Yeah, what's in your
So
pipeline right now that you can attribute to coming from the social media work?
4 of those 14 are new agents. The rest of them are agents that we have worked with in the past,
No,
but are,
Kaylee,
yes,
we're looking for the number of loans, not agents, loans.
yes, it's
Like how
still
many
4.
loans? Okay.
Yeah, 4 of those 14.
So 4 loans out of 14 loans in the pipeline come from 4
Yes.
agents that are directly contributed to
Nice.
the Facebook
That's
campaign.
exactly right.
Perfect.
Yep, and I wanted to show you guys really briefly how I'm kind of attacking those new agents to give us that business. But if there's any other questions about Facebook really quick before I move on into a subtopic, just want to be sure.
I just had one quick question. When you do the hashtags, do you just hashtag Dave Brown Mortgage Group? That's the only hashtag you put on any of the stuff? Okay.
Yep, unless there's a saying that you want to hashtag. I don't ever do that. Just takes up more of my time. I just do Dave Brown Mortgage Group. So when you click it, it comes back to other posts that you have posted from the Dave Brown Mortgage Group. Any other questions?
Nope.
Actually,
great.
if you use that particular hashtag because that's the name of his business page, correct?
That's correct. Yep. That way it brings you back straight to the page.
So if I click that hashtag, it'll take me right to his page?
It'll take you to these posts to the page. Now you can tag your page, but what I found is when I post from the Dave Brown Mortgage Group page, I can't tag myself in the post and it doesn't work.
You can't tag anything, really. You can't tag any businesses or anything.
Right. So I am able to tag agents' names, which is why it's very important to add an agent in your area just in case you might use them on social media for something. So I make sure that I tag agents' names, but that's the reason I do the hashtag, because sometimes the actual tagging of your business page doesn't always work. So that way it still brings them back. Okay, so I'm going to move on really quickly and show you guys kind of what interests the agent so much to where they want to work with us. And Dave will come to me and say, hey, I really want to have a relationship with this agent. They've been really hard to get a hold of, or whatever the circumstance is, and he just kind of lets me have it from there. And one of those agents' names is Dwayne Miller here at the top. He is one of the top 5 agents in our area, and Dave's kind of been on his radar now for a long time. So how I'm going to kind of warm up the relationship is, under our list reports, this is what I've talked about briefly in our meeting. I'm going to create a list report for one of his new listings, and I'm going to surprise him with it. He didn't ask me for this. He doesn't know me personally. He doesn't know it's coming. Now, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on list reports.
Put it on mute. Sorry.
What are what?
Whoever's eating, put it on mute.
Yeah, somebody in the background's chomping away.
Okay, so on list reports, I just want to show you how simple this is. It's just as simple as doing those posts to Facebook, and it provides your agents with something of value to where they want to meet with you or work with you. So when you sign up for list reports, this is kind of the home page that you have. It's called your dashboard. You can add agents or follow agents in your area. We already have followed quite a few of them, as you can see. And all I do, you get notifications of those agents' new listings. And I'm going to show you an example. I get a text message, if it pops up here, that says, hey, so-and-so has a new listing. Click here to generate your list report. My computer's just a little slow. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So here it shows an example of the texts that come to you. So-and-so has a listing. Click here to generate your list report. So Dwayne Miller has a new list report. That's the agent that Dave really wants to have a relationship with. So I click this link, takes me right back to our list reports page. And I generate a list report, which is a custom marketing piece for you and your agent. It's co-branded by clicking one button. I review the information and I click submit. And when that submits, it usually takes about an hour, if it's within business hours, to get that report back. Now, for the sake of time, I've already done one so you can see what they look like. So here's another one of that same agent's listings, and I want to share promotional flyers with him. So as you see, here are all the different types of things that are made just by that one click. Well, he just listed this property, so I want to show him a just listed flyer. I'm going to open it so you can see what it looks like. And this just listed flyer shows his photos he took on the MLS, the price that it's just listed, and here's the magical part. It co-brands you with that agent and puts all of your information. So if he chooses to use this free marketing, which I don't know why he wouldn't, it brands you as well, and people are going to call you if they're interested in this property. He could use these, lay them on the counter for open houses, for showings. He could put them in the info box with the MLS sheets, something so simple. And it even creates these custom graphics for things near and around the area, things that, you know, potential buyers want to know about a property. It looks like you spent a lot of time doing this, but as you saw, it was just one click of a button.
Wow.
So what I do, I'm just going to backtrack for a moment. Underneath the just listed flyer, you can see that there's a share button on Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to click the Facebook button and I'm going to share it to my business page. And what this does is it shows, I'm going to change to Dave's business page. It shows that you are showing their property, so they're going to appreciate that you're sharing it. You're tagging their name as the agent, so if people are interested, they're going to come back to them. But then you also created a very nice marketing piece. It's branding yourself, so when people see this property and share it, it goes viral with your information. It's free marketing. So I'm going to, I don't know if Dave has him as a friend, so I'm going to say, check out Dwayne Miller new listing. Ask me how I can pre-approve you instantly. And then I'm going to tag the Dave Brown Mortgage Group. I'm going to post to Facebook. It tagged Dwayne Miller, the agent. He's going to see this custom report, and it's going to post to your page.
So is the reason when you put that @ symbol in front of his business page, that's how you could tag his business page, or were you tagging his personal page?
I was tagging his business page. Now, Dave must not be friends with him on Facebook at the moment. So when I go to, I'm going to log into his page for a moment. But yes, the @ sign is how you
Okay, then, because that's what I could never get. I could never tag a business page, and I get some realtors that don't. Well, this is my personal page. I don't want business on my personal page, and so I just don't know what to do with that. But so this makes sense to me then. If I do that @ sign, it should pop up the business page.
Exactly. All right. So I'm just going to see if he's friends with Dwayne Miller on Facebook, because I want to share this to Dave's personal page too. That way it's getting to more people. The post is reaching to more people. So I'm going to share this straight off the Dave Brown Mortgage Group page. I'm going to share. And I'm going to say the same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste. Maybe. So here's Dwayne Miller's personal page. Dwayne Miller's new listing. Oops. And then I just post it. And then for an added value to the agent, what you can do, I'm going to wait until I have, you know, his other list report, but you can download these also. And when you download, they download as a PDF, and it's going to look exactly like what you posted. And I'm going to send it to him in an email. That way, if he wants to print it, he can use it, you know, at his listing in the box with the MLS sheets, wherever he wants to put it. It's free marketing to you. You don't have to print it. You're sending it to him and letting him do all of that. So it's saving you money, but still providing something of value to him in the same PDF. It is so simple. If you guys aren't using list reports, I highly recommend it. It's been generating a lot of business for Dave. I don't know what
up for that. I like that. Much easier than.
Yeah. I don't know what really made us think about doing this. We were just doing it just strictly for open houses, but as I told Dave, you have open houses, promotional flyers, infographics. I mean, the infographics are the coolest thing ever. And they look like you spent a ton of time using or making them, but you didn't.
What does that run per month? Do you know?
I think it's $50 per month. I'll get an actual amount from Dave. I think it just depends on what level you do.
Yep.
You can come up with.
And I can find that out. I can go online and find it out too. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's something so simple. If you have an agent that is going to list a property soon, or you know they're going to list a property soon, you can come up with a listing presentation for them. It's so simple. This, I think that you just have to pay a little more for a prescription for the premium, but it's so effortless, does not take very much of your time. And once you do it, it creates that something of value to that agent again, to where they're like, wow, I've never worked with them. They did something so nice for me. Yeah, I'll meet you for coffee. And what's happening is those people are giving us leads and potential buyers before Dave even has a chance to meet them for coffee. So it's a huge value to you to take 2-3 hours a week to do this. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're probably on social media in the evenings anyway. Most everybody is. So you might as well take just a little bit of your time and do something productive, because it's really going to have a great return for you. It's worth the time that you take. So is there any questions about any of those things that I've gone over? Some things that may not be clear to you guys?
I love it. I just think that if you're going to start doing it, you've got to be able to equate it into dollars and cents. Many of you guys are originating loans right now, but if this is something you're going to start investing in, you've got to start benchmarking what the results are, and not just doing it just to do it. The busy work is not what we're after. We're after how can we make our time more effective. And if this helps you get in front of more realtors and to connect with them and them reach out to you because you mastered the art of this in your market, good Lord, you guys, it almost is a foolproof way of getting in touch with agents that are in your market in a way that they all are interested in. Many of them probably don't even know how to do this stuff.
No, and even if people are taking the idea of sharing things on social media, you're kind of one-upping that, and you have a custom report that you just shared or a custom photo that you just shared. I've even gone so far as to send pictures to agents. I made them like an email writer. Hey, I saw your email writer. I thought that you might like this, or something of value to that person. They're going to be like, holy crap, they took all this time to make something so nice and so pretty for me. I'm going to give them some of my time. They almost feel obligated.
I love it. Hey, Dan, what do you think, buddy? I know you post pretty much on Facebook.
Yeah, and I've done it for different reasons, and I'm not going to be using list reports. I'm using Listing Booster. That's just similar to agent marketing.
Sure.
And one of the
Sure.
things that you can do also, whether using list reports or some other website program, one of the things that you can also do is have your seller, whoever owns this home, have them share it on their page and have some of their friends come in and share it to their page. So you can get this thing going viral if you get enough people involved.
That's exactly right.
No doubt.
And you can target different people too. If you're trying to get different types of referrals, not just agent referrals, or if you have an agent that you've worked with a lot in the past, but they're kind of not doing a lot of business right now or not sending a lot to you, it's a great way to reconnect with them to show them that you're still there and interested, but still putting your name out there. We put some of our buyers are also selling their home, so we'll do a list report for their home, just as you said, and we'll tag their name in it so they can share it. And the more people that share it, it goes to more people that way. So that's why I share on business, both of our personal pages, and then I tag the agents. That way it shares to their page as well. So it's reaching an infinite amount of people effortlessly.
No doubt. No
Yep.
doubt. Love it. Love it. Kaylee, awesome job today. I recorded
you.
the call, so if anybody wants a copy of the call, email me, and I'll send you the link so that you guys can listen to it. But again, thank you, everybody, for being on the call. We truly appreciate your willingness to learn. Kaylee, thank you so much for giving us what you've done. You're kind of pioneering this, and to have you speak about it and the results that Dave's getting for it. Not only is Dave very fortunate to have you, but we're also fortunate to have you as part of our library of information. So thank you again.
Thank you for having me, and I'll send my copy of notes out to everybody so you have it as well.
Perfect. Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Have a great afternoon, guys. Thank you.